Hello, my name is Sarah Hansford, and this is my video recording of my informative speech outline. My audience is my father, Chris Hansford.
Hello.
And my brother, Stephen Hansford.
Hello.
An outline is created to make sure all material covered is clearly developed and well organized. For practicing delivering the speaker does not use the outline, but instead uses brief notes that are based on the outline. The title of my informative speech is Writing a Book. The general purpose of my speech is to inform. The specific purpose is to inform my listeners the fundamentals it takes in writing a book, from creating the characters to the plot and finding the right company to get the work published. The central idea is writing a book takes more than just imagination. It takes passion and a drive to see it through to the end. My introduction and attention material. A. Figure out what you want to write about. B. Figure out why your book is unique and fills a market need. C. You need to create an outline and table of contents for your book. D. Write your first 1 to 3 chapters. 1. If it takes you 3 months to write your first chapter, this could be a red flag. 2. If you hand a publisher a solid proposal for the book, including 3 written chapters, then you are making an excellent case on why your book needs to be published. The orienting material. A. I researched and used various sites that explained how to write a book. B. Along with those sites, I picked out specific purposes and suggestions on how to write a book properly. C. Don't expect to get rich from writing a book. Now the body of my essay. 1. Writing a book will not always conclude that it will be published, nor will you get rich from writing one. A. Most people who sit down to write a book find it not as easy as they may think. B. If you cannot write 3 solid chapters in a month's time, then there is certainly something wrong, and that can turn away prosperous publishers from crediting your work on the market once it has been finished. 1. If you can hand a publisher a solid proposal for the book that includes 3 solidly written chapters, you're making an excellent case why your book needs to be published. C. The hardest thing to do when it comes to writing is to be able to devote your time to doing it as much as you can. 1. If you find yourself writing anywhere between 10 minutes to an hour a day writing, then slowly but surely you will find the daunting task of writing a book becoming that much easier to accomplish. 2. The second hardest thing, while writing a little at a time every day, is to read a lot. Anything from comics, magazines, newspapers, to short stories and even long novels will help you to generate more conclusive and solid ideas as to where it is you are taking your story. D. Not everyone who writes a book will be the next J.K. Rowling. Writing a book is hard work and takes great determination as well as imagination to see it through to the end. Not every book that is written will be published. That is the company's decision whether or not to publish your work and sell it out to the market for people to read. Generating ideas and scenes for your story to come to life before your eyes. A. Being able to generate ideas for your story to be created may sound simple, but not everyone has the drive nor the imagination to make that happen at will. B. When you feel ready and have a small body of work you feel good about, seek out other writers who can help you. Share your work and get their comments. 1. If all you get back is criticism and they tear apart your hard work, take their advice to heart and try to do better. 2. Most of the comments you will receive back on your work will be from others who have been writing for years, and others you will receive only from those that may have been writing only for a few months, or even jealous or envious of your talent. As you write out the scenes for your book, the characters within them, and how in your mind the story is going to end, go over your thoughts multiple times just to be certain that the ending you have imagined is really the right one for your type of book, depending on what specific genre you are writing for. D. While the genre of a book may not be all that important to some readers, to a publishing company looking to set out a new book or a series of books, it can be important to them. 1. A publishing company looks at an array of prospects when it comes to publishing a new book or series. They look at the genre that is being written, the storyline of the book, as well as how the book is written and how it ends. If they feel it is worth the publicity, then they will publish the work and set it out on the market. If they do not, then the work will not be published and the writer will be informed that they have passed on their work to publish another that could very well have been written better than their own. 2. The company looks very closely at a writer's work. They look for pronunciation and grammatical errors, whether or not the colon and semicolon are in the right place, as well as how the storyline has been thought out by the author. 3. As stated before, not every writer who gets their work published is assured of getting rich off of their book or their series. While some may earn some good money, others will hardly receive anything for their work that took a great deal of time and effort on their part. Conclusion. 1. Summary. A. Writing a book is not as easy as people think it is. B. If you can hand in 3 solid chapters to a publishing company within a month's time, it is credible that your work will be thoroughly looked at and possibly published. However, if you cannot write those chapters in that time, then that brings out a red flag to the company. C. Hardest thing to do is devote necessary time to writing. The second is to read a lot. D. Not every book will be published, for that decision lies with the publishing company. 2. A. Generating ideas can be simple for some people, but for all in writing a book. B. Seek out the advice of other writers to better your own experiences. Even if it is criticism, take their words to heart in making your own work come out better than before. Take the comments of those who have years' worth of experience rather than a few months. C. Go over your ideas for your book multiple times to be certain that is how you want your book or series to be written out before attempting to do so. D. A publishing company looks very closely at a book's genre, how it is written, if there are any grammatical errors within the book, and whether or not they can risk publishing this book not knowing if it will be accepted by the readers. Also, do not expect to get rich on writing a book or series of books. Not everyone will become the next millionaire. And my references were from www.mackcollier.com/so-you-want-to-be-a-write a book. Here's 10 things you need to know how to get published. And 2, from www.howtowriteabooknow.com/become-a-writer. My name is Sarah Hansford, and this has been my informative speech outline essay on writing a book. Again, my audience was my father, Chris Hansford,
Hello.
and my brother, Stephen Hansford.
Hello.